Coffee, the most popular beverage in America, has become a dominant industry by creating jobs, fueling international economy, and giving the people of the world a natural source of energy. The value of coffee is only second to that of oil, making it one of the most profitable businesses to be a part of. The history of coffee, supposedly born in Ethiopia, is important in the spread of coffee throughout the world, especially to America. The economic impact of coffee has dramatically affected not just Americans, but many poor countries around the world. Opening a business in the coffee industry could prove beneficial due to the high demand and constant trends that show retail coffee as a dominant competitor. It is unknown how coffee came about, but there is a legend drawing its ties back to Ethiopia hundreds of years ago. According to a National Coffee Association article, an Ethiopian legend says that a goat herder named Kaldi had discovered the effect of coffee while watching his flock. While his goats grazed the land, he had noticed that they would eat the berries of a tree that would then leave them with high energy and restless at night. He reported this to a monastery of monks who investigated this further. Upon experimenting drinking the dark beverage, they realized it left them with energy and alertness. This then led to others along the Arabian Peninsula learning of these effects, thus beginning the cultivation and trade of coffee. Coffee was grown in Yemeni during the 15th century. By the 16th century, the beverage was known in Persia, Egypt, Syria, and Turkey. It was not long after that coffee houses began to appear, bringing social activities and knowledge to these places. Through the spread of word, coffee then made its way to Europe and eventually America. With this dark drink came suspicion and fear, with claims that the drink was the invention of Satan. Coffee was condemned by a local clergy when it had made its way to Venice. The Pope intervened, giving papal approval once testing the drink himself. By the mid-17th century, there were more than 300 coffee houses in London alone, making them the centers of social activity. In the mid-1600s, coffee had followed to the New World, but tea had remained the favorited beverage. During the 1773 revolt against the taxes imposed on tea, coffee then became the preferred beverage of America. Coffee has earned the nickname of black gold due to its incredible demand and being second in value to that of oil. According to the National Coffee Association, coffee has a total impact of $225.2 billion and is 1.6% of gross domestic product in the United States. Consumers spend approximately $74 billion on coffee-related products, whether that is coffee itself, appliances, or sweeteners. Due to its extreme popularity, back in 1963, the International Coffee Organization was created to operate under agreements to control coffee supply in order to meet demands. PBS stated that when the United States pulled out from the agreement, it caused prices to drop and dismantled the price regulation. Poor countries in Africa, such as Uganda and Ethiopia, and countries in Latin America, are highly dependent on the production and export of coffee. In Burundi, Uganda, and Ethiopia, more than half of their export earnings are from coffee. Although most coffee comes from these poor countries, prices are decided through the stock exchange, where coffee can be traded for more than 10 times what is produced annually. Though other countries are highly affected by changes in price, the United States hardly ever sees the change affected by this price. In the United States, coffee is responsible for 1,694,710 jobs, which can generate an upward of $28 billion in taxes. This makes for a very profitable opportunity. Associated Coffee states that the most of the generated sales comes from retail production rather than home appliances, so chains such as Starbucks benefit greatly from this. It has also been shown that millennials have a preference for specialty coffee, which has grown significantly in the past years. From 2008 to 2016, the demand for specialty coffee has grown from 13% to 36% between 18 to 24-year-olds, and from 19 to 41% between 25 to 39-year-olds. Due to this preference, single-cup brewers and multi-cup brewers have not seen growth in their sales. This may be due to growing environmental concerns and the convenience of buying from retail. With 76% of Americans drinking coffee, there is room in the market for more coffee shops and espresso stands, especially with the shift in sales being primarily retail. As you can see, coffee is a dominant industry that creates jobs, fuels the economy, and is important to the everyday lives of people around the world. The history of coffee and how it spread throughout the world is important to understanding how it is now a driving force in our economy today. The need for this product shows the opportunity at hand when considering the demand in the market.